So today, we're diving deep into a really big story: how Pakistan is tackling one of its most critical public health challenges with a strategy that's both ambitious and incredibly innovative. Let's get right into it. I want to start with just one number: 54.7%. That's the percentage of adolescent girls in Pakistan who are suffering from iron deficiency anemia. Now, that is a staggering statistic all on its own, right? But it's also a huge red flag for a much deeper, much wider crisis of malnutrition that's affecting millions of people. And that really brings us to the central question we're going to explore. You see, malnutrition isn't just about one person or one missed meal. It's a vicious cycle that gets passed down from mother to child, locking families into poverty and poor health. So, the real challenge is, how do you break a chain that's been forged across generations? To really understand the solution, we first have to get our heads around the sheer scale of the problem, and it all starts with a condition called stunting. The reality is, Pakistan is dealing with one of the heaviest burdens of child undernutrition anywhere on the planet. This often leads to stunting, which is so much more than a child just being small for their age. It's a sign of long-term malnutrition that can cause irreversible physical and cognitive damage, literally limiting a child's potential for their entire life. And the tragedy is, it's the poorest communities that are always hit the hardest. But here's the thing. In the face of this immense challenge, the government launched an equally immense response: a program that was designed from the ground up to fight back on a national scale. It's called the Benazir Nashonuma Programme, or BNP for short. Now, this isn't just another health program. It's a hybrid, brilliantly linking social protection, direct support for families, with absolutely crucial health services. Its core mission: to prevent stunting by jumping in during the most critical window there is, the first 1,000 days of a child's life, from pregnancy all the way to their second birthday. So how does it all work? Well, it's built on this fantastic three-part strategy that you can just think of as cash, food, and care. First, families get regular cash stipends, but, and this is key, they're conditional. They only get them if they show up for regular health checkups. Second, they get specialized, nutritious food supplements. And third, they get vital health and care services, everything from immunizations to counseling. Each part powerfully reinforces the others. It's a really smart design. And the scale of this thing is just massive. I mean, get this. To date, the program has already served over 3.9 million pregnant women, new moms, and young children. This is not some small pilot project. We're talking about a nationwide effort that's running in 157 districts all across the country. So what's the secret sauce that makes all this possible? Technology. The BNP is a completely paperless program. It runs on a custom-built Android app that captures data in real time. It's plugged into national citizen databases, and it manages this incredibly complex supply chain to get food and services to 542 centers, including mobile units that can reach really remote areas. This digital backbone is absolutely crucial for keeping it efficient and accountable. Okay, so we have this huge, high-tech, nationwide program. But the million-dollar question is, does it actually work? Well, the early data is in, and frankly, it is incredibly promising. And here is the headline result. The midline evaluation found a 6.4 percentage point reduction in stunting among the kids in the program. Now, for a program operating at this kind of massive national scale, a result like this is truly exceptional. It proves that large-scale change isn't just some pipe dream, it's actually achievable. And the good news doesn't stop there. The program has also led to a 5.6 percentage point reduction in low birth weight babies. And this is so important because a child's health journey really begins in the womb. Preventing low birth weight gives them a much stronger start in life, and it's a huge step toward breaking that intergenerational cycle we talked about. The impact has just been so profound that the Pakistan Pediatric Association delivered this really powerful assessment. They said the BNP isn't just a program to reduce stunting, but a program that is actively saving children's lives. That just underscores how significant these results really are. The success of the BNP got people thinking. If you can treat malnutrition this effectively, what if you could go a step further? What if you could prevent it from ever taking hold in the next generation? And this led to a new, forward-thinking focus: adolescent girls. This really captures that big strategic shift perfectly. On one hand, you've got the BNP, which is fantastic at treating existing malnutrition, but on the other hand, you have these newer pilot programs that are designed to prevent it by focusing on the health of adolescent girls before they even become mothers. It's like shifting from playing defense to playing offense. So let's take a quick look at one of these new pilots, the Adolescent Girls Program, or AGN. It provides over 120,000 teenage girls with a small cash stipend, which gives them a bit of financial agency, and it distributes weekly iron and folic acid supplements directly targeting that 54.7% anemia rate we saw right at the beginning. Of course, whenever you roll out new ideas, things always get a little complicated in the real world. A parallel pilot project called SOPRN gives us this fascinating, really nuanced look at both the successes and the challenges of this new preventative approach. And right off the bat, here is a huge win. When it comes to education, the program is a massive success. I mean, look at that jump. Awareness among girls about iron and folic acid supplements just skyrocketed from only 14% all the way up to 66%. This shows the program is incredibly effective at getting vital health knowledge out there. However, as the data from the field reveals, giving people knowledge is one thing, but getting them to change deeply ingrained behaviors and social norms, well, that's a whole other challenge entirely. This gives us a fantastic, balanced view of what's happening. On the success side, awareness about anemia went way up, diets got better, and the girls physically felt better. And crucially, their mothers became key allies in this. But then look at the challenges. Changing what an individual knows didn't automatically change what the community did. Girls were hesitant to share this new info with male relatives, and deep-seated social barriers prevented wider changes, like using fortified flour. The big takeaway here is that turning individual awareness into a new community standard, that's the next, much harder frontier. So, with these incredible successes and these very real-world challenges in mind, what's the future of this strategy? And what could it all mean, maybe even beyond Pakistan's borders? Well, first, there is a clear plan for sustainability to make sure this program doesn't just fade away. Starting in 2026, the BNP will begin a formal transition to be fully run and fully funded by provincial governments. The goal here is to build a permanent, lasting piece of the country's public health infrastructure. So, as we wrap up, what are the core lessons here? First, that large-scale impact on a problem as tough as stunting is absolutely possible. Second, that digital platforms are essential if you want to manage a program of this size. Third, shifting the focus to adolescent girls is a powerful, forward-thinking investment. And finally, that real, lasting success means tackling not just what people know, but also those deep-seated social behaviors. And all of this leaves us with one final big question to think about. Pakistan has created this powerful, data-driven, and adoptable model that integrates conditional cash, specialized care, and modern technology. Could this be the blueprint that other nations have been looking for to finally win their own fights against malnutrition? It's a powerful thought to end on. Thanks for joining me.